Podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
Hey, this is Surtsey,
and you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
What, Zach?
Podcast.
Pop. You give them all the easy ones.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper covers rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop, never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot, could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has, could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
Double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Shane Presley here. Rock Paper Podcast coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hanging out today with the guys of Surtsey. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, Shane. Thanks for having us.
This is very cool, man. I'm glad to be here. We are at practice and hanging out and having a good time on a Sunday. But I guess before we get rolling too far, and so everybody knows your voices, you guys care to go around the mics and introduce yourselves for those listening?
Sure. Which way you want us to start?
Oh, well, I guess we'll start there with you, since you want to.
Sure. I think we'll start with let's start with Drew.
Hey, I'm Drew. You might not hear too much of me, but this is the sound of my voice.
That sounds good.
What do you do?
I play bass and I sing background vocals.
I'm Zach. I play pedal steel.
This is Aaron. I play drums.
And I'm Joe, and I sing and play guitar.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is cool because, like, you know, I've been doing this a while, and it's still fun to continually to discover new music in our city and meeting new people. And you know, I saw you guys a while back with what I think it was.
Is it Tony Halls?
I think it was either Tony's or Nick Gussman and the Coyotes. I can't remember. It was definitely those guys.
Yeah, might have been Tony's last show.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like he was going away at the Heavy Anchor.
So that was Nick and Old Souls, right?
Yeah,
was that show.
Mm-hmm. Good old Neil. Yeah. Shout out to Neil already.
And so anyway, I got to see you guys live that night and had a great time, and that was like really impressive and just. It was cool. It was just fun to be out on. At that point, I think I was and I finally settling down. But I've been working tons of overtime, and I hadn't really got out to play in a while. And so it was nice to get a night off to go out and see a bunch of friends and hear some live music. And that was a good one. That was a good one for sure. Yeah.
Thanks for being there on that one. Heavy Anchor's awesome.
Yeah, I love that space. And so anyway, so I've been wanting to I think me and Joe messaged a little bit about doing this, and we're we knew some things were coming up, and so I think time-wise it made sense to do this now when we got some new music coming out here soon. We just have the new single out there, Coast, and so everything's kind of coming together nicely, but I guess, so I don't know a ton about the band is what I was kind of getting to, being that I'm still a newer fan of, but I guess when I was listening, I noticed the catalog goes back quite a ways, so
yeah, I
guess you guys have quite a bit of history together, so
yeah.
Tell me about a little bit of where this thing starts at, where do we all come together? And
Zach, you want to start it off?
Well, I'm the newest member, so I would know the least about the history of the band.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, we all were in the same scene
Cape
in
Girardeau,
different bands
by the way.
for a little while back in 2006 maybe.
Yeah.
Is when me and Drew
And
had started playing music.
For the
in
record,
bands.
listener, while this is being recorded, it's 2026.
All right.
Yeah, so this is 20 years ago.
20
At
years
least.
ago.
But yeah, so we were all in different bands in the Cape Girardeau scene. And yeah, that's how we met Joe playing some shows when he was in a band called Holiday Formal.
Yeah.
Me and
you guys
Drew were in a band
yeah.
called either Candid Nightmare or O for Audio
Yep.
at that time. And yeah, we just had like mutual respect for each other's bands, played a lot of shows together, and then Joe kind of like tapped me and Drew on the shoulder to see if we wanted to join.
Not physically, metaphorically.
It felt, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, yeah, we did some, I guess like some just like practices or some jams on a new project
I
you're
think
working
I
on.
had
Did Surtsey exist yet before us?
It was just becoming. I was like, yeah, it's
Okay.
Holiday Formal, and I knew I had tour dates booked. Remember? Do you remember that at all?
Yeah.
So I had tour dates booked, just a few like acoustic DIY dates, and like this is like late 2009, and like Springfield, Illinois, Chicago, Milwaukee.
And this was
it
Holiday
over
Formal
spring-
dates or Surtsey
No, this
dates?
is well. I was starting a new idea.
Joe Bassa dates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or undetermined, whatever it was called. But I already had shows booked for this, and then I remember talking to you and being like, "Do you want to try this where I play guitar and you play drums? Because I have these shows booked." And you were about it.
Okay.
So we had practice at your house, your parents' house in the basement. We had a friend, Nick Barwick. Shout out to Nick Barwick.
Oh.
Because we jammed a little bit, and we were like, we need something else. Do you remember this at all?
I kind of do. Yeah.
Because we had a practice, just me and you, and I had shows, and we were like, all right, we're going to do this. Well, let's add bass. And Nick was, I don't know if he was just in the room hanging out with us, or
Yeah.
we thought it, I don't know. Nick, if you're here listening,
I think he
text
played with
us.
Holiday Formal a little bit too.
yeah, call the show.
Yeah, phone a
Yeah.
friend. We'll do a fact check later. But yeah. Yeah, he was in the mix. And then so Drew came in, and then it ended up being a 3-piece ultimately.
Yeah.
For those
ultimately. But
shows.
we worked stuff. We didn't have a plan of anything. I had some
Yeah.
song ideas, and we knew we were going to play some out of town shows.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get a list together. And I don't even. Do you remember when you were there? Your first time? Like
I just
playing with us?
remember hearing from Aaron that he was going to play with you, and
And you
You
were
wanted
and you
in
were
on
pissed
it?
off.
and I was like, "Let me in on this."
Yeah. And at this point, it probably was like me and Drew started playing together in 2006, maybe before that. But at this
Probably before
point,
that.
this was probably like right when we were just out of high school, or were we still in
Yeah,
high
I
school?
think we were just out of high school.
So this would have been like 2008, maybe.
Was O for Audio? They were still going, right?
Yeah,
When we were
that
doing
was the
this?
beginning of the end of O for Audio.
yeah,
Is that the name of the
Thanks,
album?
Joe. But yeah, I think so. Yeah, we did a string of shows, and then we were all in the Cape area for the next couple years, and just went pretty hard, like
Yeah.
recording and playing shows, like touring during spring break. Did like some summer tour.
So we
things.
were a Cape Girardeau based band, and our first show was in Springfield, Illinois.
Okay.
Our first show wasn't. We never played. Like we founded the band, and we didn't play
I
Cape.
hadn't
first.
played any local shows.
None. We went on the road on these DIY, no guarantee type shows. One time we played in a parking lot. I don't know if is that me and Andy or was that me and you? The Black Sheep. Shout out Black Sheep, Springfield, Illinois. I think it went on.
I remember playing there, but I don't remember playing in a parking lot.
The one time where the show didn't happen, and so
Oh.
everybody showed up, and they still had the show in the parking lot. Yeah, and so we're on tour. Yeah, so luckily,
Well, and you just add
sounded like
another
it wasn't you guys with me.
another
Andy,
layer of complexity to the story is Andy. And at what point was I in Jailbox?
Oh man, we're
that-
so ahead of ourselves.
Is that too far ahead? See, yeah, my brain. Okay,
But
Joe, you
Andy,
tell the story.
in reference of all this, Andy Tans is kind of like the fifth unofficial member. He recorded Coast, and we recorded a lot of stuff with him, all of the Jailbox stuff, which is like our other band. But as far as Surtsey origins, 2009 tour dates before any local shows. We didn't really have a game plan. I just wanted to play, and I was like, I have these shows booked, and we just made it happen. I remember loving Holiday Formal. My band played with Candid Nightmare a lot, so like I feel like we all wanted to play with each other anyway. Like
Yeah.
you know, because we like each other's bands and wanted, I don't know. So that's like how it started. We were a 3-piece forever. Andy though did sometimes shadow as a 4th member. Some bigger shows back in the day when we were getting started. All those early recordings from 2009. Any electric guitar you hear is Andy. Did he help record those, or was it all Brandon?
I think he probably helped mix some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we recorded at a place that Candid Nightmare, me and Drew's earlier band, had recorded at in Scott City. It's probably not even a studio anymore. But yeah, basically he was kind of like a friend of a friend. He'd seen us play as Candid Nightmare. He recorded, and then he offered Surtsey. He saw us play, and he's like, I'll record you guys for like next to nothing. We just had to help like...
Didn't you guys
with some stuff
clean?
at the
You had a
studio.
history with this guy.
We like
where you paid
cleaned
off
one
recording,
day.
cleaning
We
his
like
house,
we bought him
did
some
chores
beer.
for him.
doing his dishes and stuff,
But it was like, I mean,
washing his feet.
yeah, it was a good recording. I don't think those are out there anymore, those songs.
Yeah.
Somebody will find them. You don't know this audience.
But
dude.
yeah, I don't know how far back our discography goes on Spotify, but it probably goes back even further if MySpace was still alive.
All right.
R.I.P.
But yeah,
Shout outs.
Tom's got them all on his.
Oh, can we cuss? I'm so
sure,
sorry.
Yeah, you can say it. It's on the internet.
but yeah. So 2009 is probably like our first recordings, and we started touring a lot and
Yeah.
playing shows. City of Roses Music Festival was big.
We played
for
out of
us.
town a lot though. That was like we started kind of doing that. Like we
Yeah.
played at Cape. We're young, but like we traveled a lot on DIY.
Played a lot
tours.
of Hot Topics.
We did a Hot Topic
Yeah.
tour.
Nice.
If you they had literally Mall of America, a bunch of other places where we just played Hot Topics.
Yeah, whatever
Midwest.
city we were playing in, we
They
would find
booked
the
us.
mall and
Yeah.
book that hot topic.
That's core.
And we would
Surtsey.
like take turns like cold calling or like walking up to random people in the mall and being like, "Hey, do you like music?" And then like give them like a pair of headphones
Yeah.
and like have them listen to our CD and then see if they'd want to buy it.
I was so shy in this era. Not that I'm not now, but so like painfully shy. And we were all like smoking lots of weed too, because like traveling and whatever. So I'm just like stoned and paranoid, and it's my turn to have to walk up to a random person in the mall and say, "Hey, we put on these headphones, and do you like music? My band's here. We want to listen to them and buy this." Which just is
It worked sometimes.
Yeah.
it didn't work.
I do love to hear that though, like the hustle, the idea that because now it's just like flood the internet, buy an ad, you know,
Yeah.
like so that kind of stuff. Like, and they try to, you know, and it's it's a similar approach. You still hope people just listen. You know, it's like you put it out there, like, hey, here's some music. Listen, it's on
Yeah.
Spotify. Listen for free or whatever.
But you're not jumping out behind a pillar in the
Yeah,
mall and saying,
right.
"Hey,
Yeah, it's a different
you like
game
music
now.
CD?"
but
Yeah, I mean there wasn't Spotify. back
right,
then.
No.
sure,
Yeah, like people bought your physical CD.
Yeah,
That was
so
how you
we
did it.
were making them. So we would burn our music on a blank CD, and then Aaron got stamps made for it, like custom Surtsey stamps.
Yeah.
And we'd make them in the car while we're touring, like a little factory. Like,
Yeah.
We'd have the laptop going. We'd be
Oh,
listening
yeah,
to
we
music.
could burn
dude.
them
And
on
then
the laptop.
somebody would burn it and then send it to the person in the back because we had like stations. Somebody was
Right.
driving, somebody was, and
Man.
then the person in the back would stamp, and we were just building up our collection, and then we'd get to the show and hopefully sell them or give them away or.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I heard of you guys was through like
Oh,
one of those
God.
burnt CDs.
Yeah.
It just had Surtsey written on it and magic
Yeah.
marker on the front.
I wonder whose handwriting that was.
Probably
Yeah.
Joe. It felt
Probably
like a
not. If you read it, it was
it was
legible, then-
very legible.
definitely go.
yeah.
Surtsey
Yeah.
in quotes too.
in quotes. Allegedly.
Surtsey.
Yeah, this is.
What a time though, and it was like I don't know, it's just weird. Like imagine like it's not that long ago, but like also describing that stuff to somebody, a teenager or something today, like they probably like,
Yeah.
what's the what's the mall? What's
Yeah.
what's a burnt
Yeah,
CD?
what's the
Sure.
mall? Well, then every show, like
Yeah.
I'm just remembering how like we didn't know where we were gonna sleep each night, so
Never.
you'd have to make friends and
We'd
like
be on the mic saying, "Hey,
yeah, Joe would be
Yeah.
like, anyone want to hang out tonight? Like,
we'd be like, if you want to party, we're so down. Like, we're on tour. Also, if you're responsible and you have a job tomorrow and you just want to let us sleep, we're so down to like be nice and we'll get up and leave. Like,
yeah, our goal was basically to have enough to buy like a $5 footlong each day
Yep.
from Subway because
Yeah.
that could feed you all day.
Yep.
R.I.P.
This is
$5
so true.
footlong.
This is
And then have
real.
a place to sleep, and then have enough money to buy gas. to
we
get to the
never
next
really
spot.
worried about it though. Do you remember worrying about?
We
ever,
never
like-
had to. Yeah.
Well, even
Well-
like driving to a show, being like, "Oh, I'm so like."
Yeah,
None
yeah.
of that happened.
It worked
really. I
out.
never got that. I don't have that memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet if we made a few phone calls, we can get booked at the South County Mall.
They don't have phones out.
Yeah.
I bet we could.
I'll send a letter.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and I think there's something about that too, just like the idea of, just taking a chance. You know, it's
we've taken a lot.
There was a lot of that stuff that you could do, especially at that age, like when you're like, you know, you're not as many responsibilities. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you could jump in the van with the guys and hit the road and just.
Oh
hey,
man,
it
was adventurous.
Right, we don't have a plan. We're just gonna, you know, let's play and have some fun. And
Yeah, I mean, so you got to think like I'm with my best friends playing music that we've written, and we may get paid for it. We don't know, but there's a chance.
But yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's the you know, the early, for sure, like just punk rock kind of, you know, feel to it. You know,
and
it's
so
like,
keep in mind too, we were an acoustic trio.
Yeah.
So like drums, bass, and I played an acoustic guitar. So it's very like, you know, I don't know, different.
Yeah, for sure.
We packed all of that into a tiny SUV. I didn't have an amp. I went direct every venue. You had one amp. You packed all your drums into
I would like
each other.
take my drums apart, like take the heads off so I could put the floor tom inside the kick drum.
Like, what do they call those? The
Russian dolls.
Yeah. It's like
Russian
that. That's what he was doing with his drums.
Yeah, there was one way everything fit, and that was it. And if we were going to get in a car accident, we'd be fucked for sure.
So, shout out to good driving.
Our lives are ruined. You know, it's like,
But so that was our start.
we're never going to financially recover from this.
Oh gosh, we still haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Zach, you know, we added the secrets, the secret weapon, the secret sauce.
That was like
2020?
Surtsey round 3, though. I
Because
feel
you
like
guys
maybe
had all moved away. Because Joe and I lived in California.
There's so many like connections
in 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were doing that version of Surtsey, the touring version, and like Cape based in quotes, was like until 2010ish probably, and then I moved to Columbia to go to Mizzou.
But I was still hanging out with you in Columbia.
And yeah, I think we
Jailbox?
maybe we played shows, but not as often, and maybe it was more under Jailbox instead of Surtsey. Yeah. But I think like at that point there wasn't really a clear future for Surtsey. It was like Joe had these songs, he could keep doing it, but like I wasn't necessarily like available to play anymore. Drew was still in Cape.
I feel like you were full time in Jailbox at this time, so we were kind of focused on a different.
But there was like a point where I wasn't really in the band.
Maybe
just because I couldn't be. I was like at school,
I don't remember,
and then I moved away after school too.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we didn't really have any. At least for me, I don't remember having any kind of discussion with everyone being like, "Oh,
I wasn't out." It was just it just couldn't function that way anymore.
But I know that for me personally, we have another band called Jailbox, which like all of the same members. Andy kind of leads that one, and you and I definitely know that we focused on that.
Yeah, and I would drive to St. John sometimes to do recordings and stuff.
And we have that tour with Jordan Weslick. Shout out Jordan Weslick if you hear this.
Oh yeah.
Where he played bass.
Yeah.
We were as Jailbox. There's a lot, but ultimately we took a break. I moved to LA. Me and Zach went to Musicians Institute. Where were you? What is this?
Yep.
Sorry for the noise, guys. I know.
All your trinkets over there.
It's a capo. It fell.
Yeah.
California Connection. Me and Zach.
Yeah.
Surtsey was on a break. Wait a minute though. Zach had some bands from the area as well that he came up in.
Yeah, Zach, what's up with that?
I played in a band called Saints and Heroes in like 2007 to 2009. I remember during that time is when I got that Surtsey burnt CD.
Where was Saints and Heroes based out of?
St. John.
Okay.
I'd say St. John, yeah.
We love St. John.
Or the outer lying areas of St. John.
There's a lot.
So did we ever play a show with you guys?
I don't know if I asked him. I think
I want to say, I remember meeting Drew at one of our shows. I don't know if you guys played or what the story was, but this
was maybe a different band then, if it was me and Drew or...
I don't know. But yeah, we all kind of like ran in the same circles and then...
You've known Andy forever. That's how I think I met you through Andy.
Yes.
Most likely.
Because the band I was in would practice right before Jailbox would practice. Funny. And then we'd all play T-ball, or not T-ball. Wiffle ball.
T-ball.
T-ball.
I would never.
We're not children.
For the record, I would never play T-ball.
That sounds fun.
But yeah, and that's where I ended up meeting Andy and then you. And
but then, we were all hanging out, like even not playing music.
Yeah, and then I think it was like 2020. We all got together at Andy's house.
That's what for his 40th
birthday, or
I think it's when he just bought his house. Maybe I don't know.
It was a birthday party.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
But you had some songs that you had written. We kind of talked
about. I took a songwriting
together.
class, Buck Meek's school song. I was really excited. Buck Meek, big fan, Big Thief, and his bands, and I took a songwriting class. So we had been on Surtsey, I guess, took a break. We did take a break. We never really announced it, I guess, to our
But yeah, you were in LA.
I was in LA,
You did
focused on
a tour with
Jailbox.
Andy a couple times, like just you two as Jailbox, maybe.
Yeah.
Jailbox had released some new stuff.
A bunch of stuff. And he recorded all that. And then I think I moved back in like 2018.
Yeah, we all just ended up back in this area because I was in DC for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I moved to like St. Charles and then to St. Louis. Zach, I guess, was always around here.
Yeah. I didn't go far.
But yeah, then we went to
Besides
his birthday
LA then.
party in like 2018-ish time frame, I guess.
2020. It was COVID.
Oh, it was that late.
It was, right, yeah.
So Surtsey was playing then before that even.
I don't
in
think
St.
so.
Louis. Or was it
I don't
Jailbox?
think so. It was Jailbox. We
Okay.
didn't done. Yeah. Both the bands kind of do everything together.
Yeah.
So Andy had a birthday party. I had these songs. This is a big note as well. Zach just shows up. He did not know how to play pedal steel. Nobody knew that he had an interest in pedal steel. We just didn't know. He shows up at the birthday party. He's like, I have a pedal steel. You want me to bring it in and play it? And
I was a pedal steel owner. And not a pedal
we
steel
didn't
player.
so coming up with all this experience, none of us had pedal steel experience. Something we've always wanted, swells and like beautiful fade ins and reverb, but none of us, no one in our group played, no one in our friends played. He just shows up and he knows how. And we're like, what? Like, that's amazing.
I remember not even having like a bar at that point, so I played with like just a
That's right.
SM58
Gosh, I wish
microphone.
we had a picture of
It's
this.
like, scratch.
That's right. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's crazy. So Drew was still in Cape at this time. We were just kind of getting this stuff formed back together around 2020. Hey, Wes. Wes just came through.
He's a cat.
Yeah.
You hope he's a cat. Yeah, and so we were kind of like thinking about just getting the old band back together. I think that I even had said it for a while. Like, I really miss playing with Drew. I wonder what's going on with Drew. We kind of lost touch for a little while. All of us.
Yeah, I was living in Cape. I went to school for a little while and played music with some bands down there.
A bunch of them. You were playing a lot.
Yeah.
Mike Rennick.
Yeah, Mike
out
Rennick
to
band.
Toon Squad. Were you in that or not?
I was in a cover band called Toon Squad.
It's a good band.
Great name.
Yeah.
So yeah, we weren't officially Surtsey again until Drew was back up here.
We had a buddy, Trent Dickerson, fill in for a show right before, shout out Holy Posers.
Oh yeah.
Right before, because we were talking and stuff and you were learning the songs, but we already had a show booked, I think.
Yeah.
Seems to be the thing I do, is just book the shows and we don't know.
Yeah. We'll find a band.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll find
figure
a
it
band.
out.
Yeah, we played it
Life finds a way.
off Broadway, I think, was the first
No, I think it was Blueberry Hill with Daybringer. No, you're right. It was off Broadway with
Magnolia.
Magnolia from Louisville.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the band. They were really good.
2020, 2021. But then right then, had
And
these songs and
The
you were back.
Daybringer show
Was your first one back
was my first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
at Blueberry Hill. And that was like probably 2020, 2021. And we've been this lineup, this core since.
Yeah.
It's ironic though too, because like we started this all knowing each other and being friends, and we knew Zach, and I just don't remember Saints. I don't know if we played with Saints and Heroes, but it was like a perfect fit to be like later on whenever we kind of all came back to playing, to be like, wow, Zach's like should have been here the whole time. Like this guy's amazing. It's like
and
really,
that-
really
and-
perfect fit.
And the steel, like you're saying, you wish it was always there. Like it sounds like, I don't know exactly how to say it, but like it really brings everything together. Like it sounds really nice. Everything I've heard, all the later recordings and stuff. Like, I mean, it just really sounds great. All you guys playing together. So
Appreciate that.
adding that, because you don't hear a ton of it. That's the nice thing
Yeah.
too, is like there's not a ton of steel.
Yeah. I think there's so much emotion in just the way it sounds and plays, especially if the songs are like provoking any kind of emotion.
Right.
It really amplifies it.
But yeah, it just comes together nicely, and so it's been a real treat to hear it all on these all the recordings since then. So I'm glad it worked out.
Us too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So far, knock on wood.
yeah.
I only got glass over here, so.
Well, we talking about some of the newer music and that and all that, but we just put out a new single just a bit ago called Coast.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this one, man. That we did a live take on it here, which
Yeah.
was a lot of fun to see you guys playing it, and I think it turned out real nice. And excited for people to hear it. But so if you want the studio version, that's all available on your streaming. But we got this live version that we did here for the podcast. So, but what would you guys like to tell me about Coast?
When did we call it out? Maybe a couple years ago. It's been around for a little bit.
I remember you sent me a recording of it while I was in the hospital.
And why were you in the hospital?
I was in a car wreck a few years ago.
So was that long ago?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
I remember, weirdly for me, I had the idea of the chorus or whatever. My heat went out. It was the middle of the summer, St. Louis. I was living in St. Anne. Ameren had something happen, and the AC, or the heat, AC, the power went out for like 4 days. There was no storm or anything like that. It was just Ameren really dropped the ball. And so Fiona, my dog, lyrics and birthdays subject, she was at my mom's house because she couldn't stay it was too hot. It was like everything. So I had to take all my food out and everything. And I remember like being in the living room and just like being in like my shorts and like that's it, and like sweating profusely and holding a guitar and like being so mad. I don't know why this is how it was, and like coming up with the chorus and doing it in a phone demo and then sending it to these guys. Being like, I wrote a new song. I'm really mad right now. Ameren still hasn't turned on my power and I'm burning up. It's like 108 in here. But here's a new song idea.
I was expecting something really angsty.
Yeah. I think I needed water.
Yeah, just thirsty. Joe, you're just thirsty, man.
Get a drink.
Yeah.
So that was when the idea formed. We recorded it with Andy Tans, Jailbox, the guy we've been mentioning a bunch. He's like our fifth member. Everything we do, I feel like the Nothing Doing even, he was a part of that. He came in, we let our first EP since coming back. Phenomenal. Like probably the most creative and biggest inspiration for me as far as like music. Just he's kind of like a life coach, really, an art coach for me, and I love him and thankful that I can record these ideas and he helps bring them out, and he's a big part of these guys. I don't know, Andy's amazing.
Yeah.
So all these new songs we've been doing with him, this is the first one, but
nice.
Yeah.
Well, check it out. Here's Coast live on Rock Paper Podcast.
I got sidetracked, a little distracted, caught up in right measure, the balance, eyes are sunken, subliminal habits, I'm highest with the trees when I'm grounded, as we coast along. Speed it up just to slow yourself back down. It won't last long. Might as well have fun on your way out. Endless horizon, a key to the front door. Half of getting there's where you've been before. So relieving to be leaving. Remind me to remember, practice breathing as we coast along. Speed it up just to slow yourself back down. You're holding on. Might as well have fun on your way out. Might as well have fun on your way out. just to slow yourself back down. And you're holding on. You might as well have fun on your way out. You might as well have fun on your way out. You might as well have fun on your way out. Because it won't last long.
Well, you can come out and see Surtsey live. We have a big opportunity coming up here in the Belleville, right?
Yeah,
Belleville, Illinois.
Great state of Illinois.
That's March 19th at Abbey Espresso Bar.
Our first time.
Yeah, so that's gonna be cool, and they've been doing a great thing out there on those Thursday nights, bringing a lot of our favorites over there. So
Yeah.
it's cool to be a part of that now.
We've heard good things, so we're excited about it.
Yeah. And you can find everything else as far as dates and whatnot coming up for the summer. You can follow along on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and you guys are on Bandcamp also. You can get your music on there as well, and any of the digital platforms. But we were talking about Coast, and I guess like that's like, is that like half of the next piece, or are these songs connected at all, or just happen to be releasing the two together, kind of like this? Like how's Limerence figure into this?
Yeah. So we got a handful of new songs. We didn't really have a total game plan, I guess. We just for releasing them, we started recording. I think we got like 7 new songs ish.
Yeah, the list seems to keep growing.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But we've made, groundwork on 4 of them pretty far. So they're all kind of recorded in the same time frame. And with Andy, who we previously mentioned, he's taken on the whole project for these 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we've talked to a couple other friends that might be helping us with the next ones.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I guess we're releasing them in pairs, the first 2 and the second 2, and then maybe it'll be an EP. We've been kind of just like brainstorming.
Yeah.
I think now it's
kinda
more prioritizing just getting it out there, right?
Yeah. Really.
So instead of waiting till we have like a full collection, it's like, why would we sit on these tracks? Especially like Coast, because we've been playing it live for a little while
Yeah,
now.
correct.
Limerence we've never played live, so that'll be new when that's released.
Yeah. Well,
so yeah, this
as of
way
right now we haven't played it live. Who knows when you hear this what we've done?
Yeah. Well, I've had friends like in the past that done similar kind of, like did a single a month, and then at the end of the year they put it out as 12 tracks as a record.
Yeah, we were
and
talking
stuff.
about that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, so there's that's kind of the fun of it now, is there are no rules to any of it. It's not like,
It's a good perspective.
so there's like, it's just whatever. I mean, people make up their own rules as they go and stuff, whatever works for their band. But I'm kind of with you guys. It's nice to just having new material all the time, like keep putting out new tracks as they come along. And
it's such a process for recording for us.
Right.
Like it takes a while. So I don't know. A lot of the songs are pretty old for us when they come out as new, like polished on the recording. But that won't be the case for Limerence.
Yeah. And our previous release before this was 4 songs at once.
2 years ago as well.
Right, but that was more of like
5
we did it all in a studio in like basically one weekend to get the core, and then there was some stuff you followed up with after to like patch in a few things. But that was like a complete set. We just knocked it out all together.
live
And I
recording.
think this time we were more intentional with like wanting to sit with the songs longer, have more time to work on the production, like hear it recorded, and then add more layers after, which naturally is just going to take longer.
Yeah,
So.
and with coupling that with people's like availability and just the time they can commit to do it. It just takes a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got the opportunity to put them out in pairs, it's not like we're burning CDs anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you want us to.
All right.
Yeah. Gets to got the magic marker. And
Aaron just actually brought up that he is listening to CDs more.
Oh yeah, I got my CD binder. Oh, it's behind Drew's bass case right now. But yeah, I asked for an Incubus vinyl for Christmas, and
Cool present request.
they accidentally shipped him a CD and then told him just to keep it. So I have the vinyl and the CD, but I listened to the CD and I'm like, damn, CDs sound so good.
Yeah.
Like if you're listening to anything on Spotify or it's like transmitting through Bluetooth, even if it's like the high def or whatever lossless quality, it's still going through Bluetooth. It doesn't sound as good quality, but CDs, it's like,
This guy loves CDs, man.
yeah. So I mean,
still-
a lot of cars don't have them, but my car's 10 years old, so I have a CD
Yeah.
player.
My
That's
car
right.
has one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I got a 2011 still, so I'm
There you go.
I
Get
got
some CDs.
I got my like doors, my door pockets, and then like the pockets on the back of this driver and passenger seat, like stuffed full of CDs. I got
Oh, cool.
like they're all just like, so it's kind of difficult when you're searching for something while you're driving. But I need to get one of the visor again and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just nice to. I've got a bunch of them in the car just because, I never know what might, the mood strikes with wanting to listen to some certain record. So it's nice to have them on standby. But yeah, like that was the CD binder days, man. That was a lot of fun of flipping through the pages and just seeing what we wanted to pick out. But it's nice to see like different bands are doing CDs or vinyl, especially vinyl's made a big resurgence in the last several years. But I just love that it's still physical art represented.
Big time.
It's nice to have it easy access on your digital, but like having something you can actually physically hold is
as a young
special.
artist growing up reading liner notes
Right.
and like finding the Easter eggs in them or just like seeing what the band dedicated things to or what they chose to talk about or whatever was such a big part of like the music for me.
Right.
So I love having something physical.
Yep. Yeah. No matter, I mean, even if it's, I think it's fun too. Like like you can put those like QR codes on like anything. So it's like you can pretty much sell whatever and have a QR code on it, and people can find download your music. But it's fun to have like the idea, just like something tangible you bought at a show or off the merch table and stuff. Compared to just like here's Stream Our Music for free everywhere. So but. Yeah. So tell me about Limerence. So we you said you guys are this part of that collection you were recording. But we're gonna do something a little different on this. With this one, this is an advanced sneak peek. You can exclusive to the show, and you can hear it everywhere on March 18th. But what do you guys want to tell me about this particular one? I haven't even got a chance to hear it yet. So
Well, it's
It's a little different.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it sounds like us still. I'm proud of how it sounds. We took some risks, I guess, and I think they're cool.
Yeah, this one, I mean, Joe had a pretty much a pre-written song, but there was like a really central riff that he played, and we kind of just looped it over and over. Almost every practice, we'd be like, okay, let's just like mess with this one again. And I don't know, it took a long time to land on like the exact way we wanted to record it, even just because the structure's a little loose and there's some parts that are a little more like chaotic sounding and stuff. So it took us a while to kind of wrangle the beast.
It was tracked live.
But yeah, it was another one we tracked live. Me and Drew probably did like 4 or 5 takes and picked our favorite one. But yeah, this one is just, it's not as straightforward, I guess, as some of the other ones, at least the way I think of a song. So it took us a little bit longer as a group to like land on something.
Yeah. This was definitely one where I'm like, how am I going to make pedal steel work? in
Yeah.
this song?
Killed it, man.
And yeah, you'll hear it's just a very dynamic song. So it gets loud and then louder.
And
So
soft.
and then there's a soft
And
part
then
too.
very soft. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
You're
got
right,
everything. So yeah, it's a cool song, but it's pretty like adventurous, I'd say, for a Surtsey track.
Yeah, a lot of fun to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
easy target when you're caught in small consolation. Finding a new way out of my head, I'm lost in a vacuum. Cyclically watching all my thoughts to crystallization.
Well, very cool. Again, you can add it to your favorite playlist and stuff on the 18th. It'll be available worldwide via your favorite streaming platform. But yeah, we do you feel like any of these newer songs lend to like a music video or do anything like that? Is there any ideas circulating for those kind of things? Or
been talking to a good buddy of ours, Chris Bauer. Shout out to Chris Bauer, we love you. About potentially doing a video for Coast. Mm-hmm. We have another song called Means we're working on. I think that one could potentially have some plans. We haven't really talked about it too much, but it's in this collection of what we've been working on, and I don't know, seems like it could be a good fit of some visual opportunities there.
Yeah, we did a video for Not to Force last year, and it was a lot of fun to like work on that and see that all come together.
It's a Sam Burke film.
Yeah.
He's a great filmmaker in St. Louis.
Talented dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's, all these kind of things are, to some people might seem like, that it's gone away, like the CDs and, everything else. But it's like, I still love a good music video, and it's nice to see, whether, even if it's a concept where you get to see you guys maybe playing roles or people playing roles in your songs, and or if it's even a live video, even if it's just like some cuts, back and forth or whatever it might be. But it's nice to see what kind of physical art you guys can create along with the music and stuff too. Same concept that I was talking about with a CD or vinyl and stuff. It's like, it's nice that to me, it's all part of it. It's all part of the process of
Totally.
So,
and it shows like different versions of what you can do. Me and Zach did a version of Hoss. We have a song called Hoss with Chris Bauer, a live version a year ago or so.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool way to just, microphone wise, we set up like a iPhone mic and like one of those shirt mics you wear or something.
Yeah, I had like a lapel mic and then like one.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was very
makeshift in the moment. And really happy about how that turned out. Like just doing an acoustic version in this warehouse. Kind of like how we just cut our version of Coast, which just kind of did it and the room supported it.
Yeah, there was like this part where it kind of like quieted down and then an ambulance drove by.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like added this cool like vibe to like.
It was like down by the soccer stadium. You had the window open and there was sirens that came by. Like perfect timing.
Yeah, that would be cool to do more like live.
We did those ones here. Remember that?
Yeah, we did like our own little basement session in this room.
Those were great.
Yeah.
And those were
Sam
also
and
going to be
John.
like very makeshift until John from Florida came up and just made it so much
John
better.
Puzon. What up, John? I bet you hear this. Drew says hi. Don't you, Jay?
I think
John.
those videos are almost more interesting. I just like to watch bands play. Like just see bands play. So like the live videos I think are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
If we had more opportunities for stuff like that, that'd be cool.
We are really, really blessed to have a handful of friends that are just incredibly talented with like shooting and editing and just being able to work with them or talk to them is like, it's awesome. So like that's something that we definitely should utilize more, or I don't know. It's just awesome to always work with our friends that that are really great at it.
Yeah. Well, you touched on Not to Force, and this was one I really enjoy. This is off your previous 2024 release EP, and that's out there everywhere. But you guys said you did a music video for this. You can find that on the official Surtsey YouTube and all that stuff. So, yeah, this was a fun one for me. I really enjoy this song, and you guys, what comes to mind when you think about Not to Force? Is there any stories recording this one or playing it live or anything like that comes to mind?
I remember when I was coming up with the idea initially, because like kind of the format we do things somewhat is I'll have like a hook or some part of the idea of the song, and I'll record a voice demo and send it to these guys, and I do that with Zach a lot, where we kind of hash ideas out, or, I'll be insecure about even thinking if it's worth writing or going down the road of writing. And anyway, I remember sending it to you and being like, I don't like this song and I don't want to play it.
I liked it a lot.
And he was like, no, I was like, I don't know the exact response, but it took, like, I was like kind of hinting toward, let's maybe trash it. And he had like total opposite reaction, which inspired me to like, oh, maybe I should try harder with it.
Yeah, I remember you sent it to me, and the next day I was taking the kids to the zoo, and like it was still stuck in my head, and that's always like a good sign if the hook's like in your head, like the next day, 2 days later.
Sorry for that.
Yeah,
but I remember that. Yeah, that was some. I almost gave up on it. That's what I remember from it. I know lyrically it centers around a lot of like Alan Watts stuff that I like to read, which trying to branch out more lyrically with not always. I don't know. Universal experiences are huge to me, so I talk about that with it too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was listening to at the time, because it's a little more country than what kind of stuff we're on right now. But it's a good sign to also develop. I don't know.
Yeah, that last batch of songs were like Stick was more country. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Wait, you sure you were there, dude?
But yeah, there was a country vibe going.
What do you guys consider? Like, are you guys open to all the genres and stuff? I mean,
That's an excellent question.
Because I like it, maybe alt country, on that particular with the EP. I guess you could call. I wouldn't necessarily call it country by definition, but it definitely has elements that I would kind of lean on a little to more alt country or some sort of a subgenre. Like, but you know, it getting really like technical about all this stuff,
Right.
You know, but it's like.
It's like guitar music.
Yeah, but I'm just,
Yeah, you got a steel guitar, so it must be country.
right? And that's
Playing
kind of
acoustic.
That's kind of
talked about my dog.
right. That's the trick, you know. It's like it does that. You know, you hear certain things, elements, and it does like okay, I associate that with country music, so it's like must be country. But I wouldn't say, you know, a lot of these aren't necessarily country music. So,
What would you call it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm terrible. I'm terrible with this stuff because
So are we.
I started putting like because some people are, I guess, want to know something. You know, it's like
Yeah.
and so I started doing when I was putting the shows up. I'd start putting like people's genre in like parentheses by their name. So at least you had an idea like, well, who is this? Who are these people? Like besides just you know, hey, this is. You know, they're a country band, they're a rock band, or whatever. Like, if that helps entice people to want to tune in to like maybe discover something new, like at least it's something genre that they're familiar with of some sort. I tried doing that. So like I've tried naming some, and I'm like sometimes it's clear, but sometimes I'm like, what do you guys even consider? Because like, or like
farmers market, rock or whatever.
Yeah, fresh produce. We
Yeah.
were called that once.
I mean, if you had to say one word, I would say rock, and then
I'd say Han. So
if it was two words, like alt country, because then it kind of gets the rock and the country.
Americana.
Yeah, Americana.
And then some of it's like even kind of like pop to me in a way,
Yeah.
like rock pop. So
Indie pop is
we're
Coast
folding
is like,
in
I don't
a
think
lot of
Coast
stuff.
is country at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like track by track. It's not like as much as but I feel like maybe Americana is the great umbrella that all of it would fall under, because there are elements of a lot of that different stuff that represented in the music. So
I heard somebody say Americana.
yeah, there you go.
Y'all alternative.
Yeah,
Oh, the alternative. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So TBD.
I think it's funny on
I made up my mind.
on your Spotify Wrapped. Apple does a similar thing now, but it told me that I listened to like something like 300 something different genres or whatever throughout the year, and I'm like, and it just made me laugh because I'm like, how many different subgenres that now there are all these different so many different tags on there and stuff. So
Like gothic country. Was that
Gothic
online?
country or
It's
gothic
gothic
folk?
country.
yeah.
Me and Zach had the same top genre,
Yeah.
like gothic country or gothic folk, and I was
Right.
like, "What?"
Genres I never knew
There's no
existed.
limit.
Yeah.
Any genre
You
you
and I
can
were like
think
top
of.
listeners in this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, dude! So, what is that?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not as versed in all that stuff. But it is interesting to like how you guys perceive it. How you. That's the only reason I ask. Like, I mean, some people, because I've heard people also say that something, and I'm like, whatever you want to call it. But I'm like, I don't know that I would say that. Like, but it's just
Yeah.
interesting to. So,
I don't ever think about it going in too. It's like with the song,
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
play. It's kind of like what we want it to sound
Yeah.
like, or how we have fun, or how we like to listen to it, and without thinking of like what will this be considered.
Right. It's just
Like
like
who
if someone
cares?
hasn't heard you yet, and they're like, they want to come to the
Oh,
show
I know,
or
I
something.
get- yeah,
they're
I'm
like,
saying-
"What do you guys sound like?" Or "What's the
Yeah.
genre?"
We get asked that
and
all
then
the time.
that's
It's
when
like-
I trip up, and they're like, "What band do you sound like?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh man!" Like,
that is
You're just gonna have to check it out.
yeah.
one of the best like quotes about this. I'm a big fan of this. I bring him up a lot, but Will Hogue, and he some of his early stuff was like more like rock and roll, Black Crowes type of feel to some of that stuff, and then now is like more singer songwriter, folk and country, and then he's even like sold a song to Even If It Breaks Your Heart that went #1 on country radio with Eli Young Band. And so he's like a little all over the place with his music over the years. He's been doing it for a long time too.
Yeah.
So people ask him like that, and he goes, "I don't know. We just play Will Hogue music." And it's like, I'm like-
Great answer.
and that's what I'm like. It's perfect because it's like it doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
any of those. It's just
Yeah.
And so
Well, Will, we might steal.
We need
Yeah,
to workshop
right.
that,
What is Surtsey?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're Will Hogue music.
yeah, right. Yeah, there you go.
What's that?
Well, what's that?
So yeah, I agree. I think it's all good music. That's all it does.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's just something interesting to think about.
Totally.
But I agree. I think that it's funny when you see those things, like when they're saying like that, the gothic country or all these different things that you're like, you didn't even know it was a genre. And now you're like, apparently I'm really into that. So
Yeah.
Biggest fan.
yeah. But yeah, get plugged in with the band. Come see them live. And well, like I said, we got more new music coming soon.
Yeah.
So be sure to follow along on your favorite streaming platform, and we'll keep you up to date. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys for the summer, and you get out there and maybe do a little more touring and stuff, and get exploring around the area and stuff. And
Yeah, guys.
Getting some of these new songs out there to people. So.
That's the plan.
Hopefully we'll get some of that going on, but kind of in the same vein of all that stuff. Like I've been kind of having fun asking is like song placement is like pretty big. We have so many opportunities for it now. Before it was limited on shows, but now we got so many different platforms where different shows are asking for music and stuff, so the opportunity for song placement is huge in TV and movies and everything. So what have you guys ever thought much about that? How, like where you would imagine hearing a Surtsey song? Like is there any does ever that cross your mind, like maybe this would be cool in some movie or show or anything like that? Or
Oh man, I'd be humbled.
Yeah.
Just anybody wanting to use it, for a vision they had.
Yeah.
But there's
If we could go back in time and be on the OC soundtrack,
Right.
that's what I would want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Garden State.
Or Garden State. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Killer
Pretty
Killer
big,
soundtrack.
yeah. Or any Christopher Nolan movie, maybe.
Paris, Texas, the most beautifully shot film ever. Should be in that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never thought about that, but yeah, that would be pretty sick.
I mean, it would be amazing to be used if anybody wanted like that. I don't have a specific imagery in mind. I don't know if you guys do for you personally. We have such a long catalog though too. It depends, like, I don't know.
Yeah, some of our stuff's like pretty emotional. It could be in
What are you talking about?
like I don't even know. What are movies like these days?
Yeah. I think it's be cool though. I don't know how that goes about, but
Yeah.
It's like I do know I know Cree Ryder got some stuff with some of his.
Shout out
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got what was one of those. I don't remember what show now. Can't think of it, but he gets. I don't know how that. So maybe he may be a point to talk to. I don't know how how that arrangement came about, but I don't know if you got to get like a publicist or somebody else to pitch you to those people, or how it
Yeah,
comes
there's
about.
got to be a
Maybe they're
middleman.
listening right
somewhere.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So, but no, I just like I think that it can be such a powerful thing. Like hearing like the way that they work together, having the visuals and the song, and sometimes they're like one of the great example being like in Dazed and Confused, when every time you hear Sweet Emotion and you imagine that car coming around the parking lot and stuff, and it's like you never forget those, like the music playing at that particular time and stuff. Like
1000%, yeah.
it's all married together. So
What's the final scene of Breaking Bad? Sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
Oh yeah.
But I think Junip is
that
playing
song.
when Walter White's, when they're fading up. Line of Fire.
Yeah, well, and that's an
God.
example of like, there's a lot of songs I've found or bands I discovered through TV shows.
Right.
Because like you hear the song and you're like, oh, what's that? And
when
you
it's
do like
pictured
the
with some
Shazam
paired
it
with
or
some-
whatever.
Oh man.
Yeah. Man, I remember watching Westworld, and they did like No Surprises by Radiohead on like this like ragtime piano
never heard of
thing.
that band.
Yeah, you should check them out. They're really taking off. Not over here so much, but in the UK.
Yeah,
they're
can
like-
we get our music on our Radiohead soundtrack?
Look into it, guys.
Yeah, such a cool like scene, just like with the ragtime piano, like playing that melody that like everyone knows.
Oh yeah, because they did like the Western versions of a lot of the songs too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like saw this comedian said he's starting a Radiohead cover band called Video Butt.
Oh
And
man.
it made me laugh really hard.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Damn.
I was thinking about I don't know, just like also speaking of, I mean, not that I'm a big Aerosmith super fan or anything, but I just recently saw a clip, you know, I was thinking about it earlier when we were playing Coast, you had the Shakers going, and I saw a video recently from a couple of years back with Steven Tyler was on Stern's show, and he was talking about recording Sweet Emotion. And there's the first story is that they broke the vibra slap while recording, and you can actually hear it break, and then tink, tink, it like drops on the ground and stuff. And they left it all in the take, so it's all still is on the recording. If you hear it, you'll hear all that stuff. And so it was funny that he pointed that out. But then the next thing was, they said they showed up to the studio that day and they didn't have maracas, and so he grabbed a packet of sugar, and he's right next to the microphone, and so those Shakers are a packet of sugar.
Like, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. I think it's so much fun to hear those behind the scenes stories like that, and the fact that it's all on that, and they left it all on that, and it's what we hear every day when we hear that song or whatever. So
now when they're on tour, they're like extra sugar packets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. It's on the rider.
So another fun little piece of music trivia for you guys. That's all that goes up on up here. It's just
Music trivia.
Right, random music knowledge. But all right, I got another question I was going to ask you guys and get your take on it. If say we get some Surtsey action figures coming together, what would you guys like to see as like maybe your accessory or your pull string or
I'd probably be wearing like a shirtless or a sleeveless shirt,
right?
I imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe have a cowboy hat on. I don't wear one in real life, but since it's an action figure,
yeah.
No.
Definitely, obviously ripped as hell.
Sure.
Clearly.
That's a given. So. What about you guys? The rest of you guys?
Probably have a lot of accessories because I just got a lot of stuff I have to pack around with me.
Definitely a bench.
Yeah.
A bench.
Yeah.
I'd probably just have a bass.
Yeah.
Stool.
Really?
Do you have a stool?
You'd have a stool.
You have like a dream bass?
Yeah, you would have a stool.
Yeah, I like to sit, so I would have
he brings a stool to every show. Actually,
it's like his thing. So now all you guys know.
Did you ever get the perfect stool that has a stand built into it?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
But that's on the list.
The perfect stool is the book he's working on.
The perfect stool. I'm working on that every day.
In the morning and at night. Explicit.
Yeah.
Do you have like a dream bass that you would like to have? Is there
I might own it.
I kind of own it already. Yeah, I have a.
All right, that's
I
the
have
end of
an
the show.
old Fender P bass.
Yeah.
What year?
It's a 66.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Good year.
Yep.
Pride and joy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just everybody's got their thing, whatever it might be that they're.
What would you have?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Fudge rounds.
Yeah,
Fudge rounds.
definitely.
Yeah.
Whole box of them, double deckers.
Decker fudge rounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a Surtsey vinyl. That'd be if I'm a part of the collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. We're recreating this.
Shane sold separately. So.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what we should create. Little like action figure vinyls, like tiny ones, and then we can sell like little vinyl players to play it.
There you go.
It's probably cheaper.
That's such a good idea, dude.
I can't believe we're just not thinking of
All
this.
right. Well, at least it's time stamped on here. We got we'll have a it's on the record.
We know.
Is there a dream duet or collaboration you guys would love to see for your the band? Is there somebody you always wanted to work with, or
We should see if we can work with Jailbox.
yeah,
We know a guy.
yeah,
Oh man, I would like to know Aaron's answer on this. You listen to probably the biggest wide range of music.
I don't know. My first thought went to like Jack White or something, just because he's like an awesome guitar player. But I don't know how that would work with Surtsey. Yeah, I don't know.
What about Jack Black?
Yeah, no.
Maybe.
No, we're talking.
Maybe.
Drew, are you a big Tenacious D fan?
I went through a phase.
All of us did that.
When I was like 13, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, he was funny.
I saw Tenacious D at the factory the last time they came through town.
That's cool.
And it was a great time. It was. I'm glad I went. It was a fun show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him at the pageant a couple of years before that, and it was actually one of my favorite like live show moments as far as like stage design. It was they were touring on Rise of the Phoenix album, and if you know that album cover, it looks like a giant penis with wings instead of that's what they just think as Phoenix looks like. And so they had that on stage, this like big inflatable penis with wings. And then at the end of the night, like the finale, it like ejaculated these little paper sperms all over the crowd for confetti.
Awesome.
And then deflated. And then and then for the encore, it looked like a giant vagina that they crawled out of, and they came out on the stage and played the encore. And so
Did they come out as babies? Like, were they reborn?
I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
I think we all were.
That was, I think it was like a metaphor.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah.
When you have the budget to do shit
Right.
like that.
Hey.
It was quite the spectacle, though. It was. So.
Next local show, guys.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Look out.
I'd like to order
Literally.
a 50-foot inflatable.
Yeah.
I want 250 feet.
So hopefully, hopefully that's in the works, So,
Yo, yeah. Drew was talking about getting that
Yeah.
done for us.
Yeah.
But you guys have a favorite concert memory or first concert memory, or what's let's go around. What's everybody's first concert?
My
can
first
remember?
concert was Styx in Kansas.
Dude, that was my first concert.
Was it?
I think
You
so.
guys go together? Do you
At
even
the
know
Show Me
each other?
Center?
Yeah, at the Show Me Center. My
Yeah.
parents were going to go with like all their friends. And
Oh, I
one
thought you
of-
saw Sticks in Kansas.
Like one of them was sick.
In Missouri.
Yeah. But yeah, we were like, how old were we? Like fourth grade or something?
I was like 12, maybe.
So whatever that is. Yeah. I just remember I didn't know any of their music except for like Come Sail Away. Is that the
Yeah.
song?
Do you sure
Great
you know
tune.
now?
Yeah, not really. And then they had a giant disco ball and a bunch of confetti at the end. And I
Yeah.
remember my parents were just the last people at the show because they were talking to everyone that they knew, and we got like kicked out while they were like sweeping up the confetti.
We had
But it
the
was a
same
cool
first
show.
concert. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And you didn't know until now.
that I was gonna say either that or Smash Mouth. I can't remember which one was first. Both at the Show Me Center, Cape Girardeau. But that's not my favorite concert memory.
Are you sure?
That was it.
Yeah.
My first show was Motion City Soundtrack, Dashboard Confessional, and the Get Up Kids at the pageant. And I couldn't drive yet. It was with Sam Burke, another guy that did Not to Force. His mom drove us from Jackson up to the pageant. And I remember she went out to dinner or something, and just because that's like 2.5 hours, and just waited for the show to be over, and then picked us up. But that was like, I mean, Get Up Kids stole the show, for the record. But that was, and then 2 days later, we saw Motion City Soundtrack for my second show ever at the Creepy Crawl, the OG.
Oh, nice.
They were the headliner. I forgot, I think maybe Lowercase played, some really great local bands. But if anybody has memories of the Creepy Crawl, I was probably like 14 or 15, and they had that rope for all ages and chandelier. But I mean, obviously,
I went to so many shows. Like, I think I did Creepy Crawl once, and then Pops in East St. Louis.
yeah.
I barely had my driver's license. I'm surprised my parents let me go. They probably didn't even know where I was really going, or didn't
Yeah.
understand that Pops was Pops.
Right.
They thought it was Pop's Blue Moon.
But yeah, I think going to shows in high school are just probably my favorite shows. Like all the emo bands. Like I really liked Deftones and like Taking Back Sunday and like Vans Warped Tour, like all that stuff. Like I don't know. I felt like that's when I was the most excited about concerts, and they were always just like really high energy shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were the good old days.
Zach, what was your first concert?
I think the first concert I remember going to was at the Boot Heel JC's Radio, seeing John Anderson. Like
What?
early
The
90s.
realest of the real.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Seminole
you just
Wind.
said.
Well, the
Boot
first
Heels?
concert I remember paying money to go see was probably Mute Math at the pageant.
I think I was there for that. Is it Sam and Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
a great
Wow.
show.
Wow.
Mine is first one I remember asking my mom to take me to was I think 97 with Matchbox 20,
Wow.
Semisonic, and Soul Asylum.
Great.
So
Good time right there.
Yeah.
I'd see that right now.
Yeah.
And you probably could just like buy a ticket at the Ticketmaster in Schnucks or something.
probably, yeah.
Versus now, if
it was
Matchbox
at,
20 was playing a show, like, good luck.
It was at now it's Enterprise, but I think it was at Scott Trade at the time. But at the
Dang.
arena down there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think my mom, I remember going with my buddy Chuck, and I think she just, she smoked at the time, so I think she just stayed outside smoking cigarettes and was like, like, I'll be here waiting for when you guys are done. So I don't think she had any interest in sitting through that. So, but it was a good time. Still one of some of my favorite music. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's fun to go back and revisit those things, and a lot of like I don't know. I mean, obviously it's great music, but it's also like I like the nostalgia of it all. Like to go revisit some of that early
Totally.
stuff that you guys liked, and
A lot of those bands are making comebacks now too. Everybody's
Sure.
back.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Surtsey's back. Man.
yeah.
Yeah, it started with us.
Right.
And
Started.
then it was Blink 182.
That's the order.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
And then it stopped.
Yep. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, guys. I'm really glad
Thank
we
you,
got to
man.
spend some time
A lot of fun.
together today. And again, get plugged in socials, find Surtsey wherever you get your music at, and come to a show. Again, we got Belleville, Illinois on March 19th at the Abbey Espresso Bar there, and a whole lot more on the way. So come on out and enjoy. And like I said, new music on your platforms. Limerence hits on March 18th. So be sure to click that pre-save link, and we'll be notified as soon as that comes out. So, but yeah, this has been a great time, guys. I really enjoyed it, and
Thanks for hanging, man.
Yeah, thanks for having
us
us.
on.
hopefully we can do it again
Oh yeah.
someday down the road with some new music and stuff. So, but I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.